com. This is your host, Terrell Cool Beans Davis, along with my co-host, Mr. James Miller.
Hello, everyone. How y'all doing this Sunday night? Hope y'all doing well. Before we get in this episode, I'll let Beans do a shout out to our listeners.
Yeah, we'd like to give a shout out to those that are come and watch the live. Thank you for giving us your undivided attention, and for those that come and watch the replay, thank you for that as well. As far as our radio edition, we got our famous cities always: Los Angeles, California, San Jose, California, Boardman, Oregon, Washington D.C., Cleveland, Ohio, Alexandria, Virginia. Sorry, Grinzek in Germany. Thank y'all for listening.
Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm trying to get it pulled up here. We'll just go ahead and jump into some hockey last night. I think it was the Golden Knights took a 2-1 series lead on the Hurricanes. Now they'll be back in Vegas playing. So Vegas has got an advantage now. So they could be going up 3-1, going back. Well, I don't know if they go back to let's see.
I think they should go back to Carolina.
Yeah, they go back to Carolina. But we'll see. I think this one could be a good one. I think it could go down. I think it could go all 7.
Be 7?
Yeah. I'm gonna say this one will go 7.
Yeah, but I think that'll go 7.
Yeah, I'll get back. Hold on, let me get back up here, get this pulled back up. I'll back up and talk about let's see, yeah, there it is. Game 3 last night went to double overtime, and the Golden Knights won 5-4 in double overtime. And then Thursday, the Canes took game 2 to tie it up in overtime. That's 2 back-to-back games in overtime. And then the Golden Knights took the first game 5-4 Tuesday. And then the last 2, this could go all 7. It could go to a shootout in game 7.
Right. In fact, I do remember us talking about the 5-4 game 1. We did talk about that.
So that's where we're at with the finals in hockey. So let's just, since we're talking about finals, let's move straight into the NBA. And Beans' head is blown up. He can't get indoors at work. Yeah, he's going crazy. His Knicks are up 2-0.
I know.
And
that is just so killer because that last game, I was like, ooh, New York just gonna lose this. It looked like it was gonna be one of them like Atlanta games when they lost to Atlanta when they lost by 1 point.
Yeah.
It looked like it was gonna be that, but Wemby messed it up in the last 30 seconds. I was watching that game with John Boy, and it was like, he said, how did he do that? He had to turned it over, hit the man in the back, and wasn't even paying attention. And Brunson caught it, then all of a sudden Castle fouled him and put him on the
line. I said this game wasn't good. I'd say Knicks was going to win it in 5. They may sweep them. Going back to New York.
Right, I know. It was like, what you call it? I wanted the Knicks to tie the record, and they tied the record when they took game 1. Now they took game 2, and they set the new record, 13 wins in a row in the finals.
So here they are.
I mean, in the playoffs.
Playing tomorrow night at 8:30. New York's going to take that game. It's over. It's over, I think, for San Antonio. I think New York sweeps them, especially playing in New York. But we'll see what happens. Happens there. So, man, this is probably one of your hottest teams since I don't know when. I guess it would have to be the Warriors. I'd say the Warriors, but the Warriors didn't really sweep people like these Knicks were doing.
No, they didn't. When they had that dynasty years,
yeah,
they really wasn't. They was like, I say they was beating people like 4-2. They didn't have any 7-game stretches, but
I'd say you'd have to go back all the way back to the old days. Well, back to the Celtics and Lakers, but those series wasn't sweeps either. Those were good series.
Yeah. And sweep much back in the old days.
No, it didn't. It was like a dogfight. But I think your Knicks is finally going to get them one.
Yep.
Uh,
53
so
years.
so how's it the women's NBA rolling?
Oh, it is a massacre. There are trade room. This is what I don't get. And this seems like I can see this being, women's sports. I can see this seeming logical to them because it would not be logical in men's basketball at all. Lynn Dunn, rumor has it, Lynn Dunn and Kelly Krauskopf and Amber Cox, that's the front office for Indiana Fever, they are tired of Caitlin Clark. They think she's a whiner, she's a diva, and and put it in Lynn
Caitlin,
Dunn's. Yeah, Lynn
Caitlin,
Dunn says she's a pain in the ass. They trying to trade her.
Caitlin Clark, a
Yeah,
diva.
exactly.
Hmm. Sounds
They
like they're
want
trying
to
to make.
trade her, and I'm like, let the trade happen because y'all gonna lose. Because their last game they lost, which they blamed Caitlin for it because Caitlin had 5 fouls, but that wasn't the reason they lost. Kelsey Mitchell was 7 of 21. She would not pass the ball. The last 10 minutes, she would not pass the ball. She took outrageous. She missed that. Oh, dang, I forgot how many they said, but it was at least 3 or 4 layups, wide
Gotcha.
open layups. And she misses them. And she would
Man,
not pass the ball. It's like soon as she gets it, she's going to shoot. And that was her only thing to shoot. And I was like, that's a franchise player. That's the one they paid. She got the max contract, $1.4 million. And she lost that game for him. And then they blamed it on Caitlin Clark having 5 fouls. So Caitlin couldn't foul out. She wasn't defending as tight.
let them trade them, and you're going to see Indiana keep falling down the rankings as they're sitting at the number 8 seed right now. And guess who's bringing up from the bottom? And they were dead last to start the season, but they're in the 10th spot right now, and that's the ALA Sparks. They
Oh,
were
Sparks.
they were dead last. I seen they won again today. And so I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna go to the standings. I'm gonna check the standings out because I knew they've been winning
Right.
a couple. And so now they're in the 10th spot. Sparks won today, beating the Fire 89-72. Tempo over the Sky 85-68.
And
So
you know what's bad? The Sky thought that Angel Reese was their problem, and they traded her. They still suck.
yeah. And Indiana going to find out that Caitlin Clark's not the problem. They're going to trade her, and then they're going to stink it up.
Yep.
So, but yeah, let me run down them standings real fast here in the women's NBA since I had it pulled up. You got Minnesota reading at the top at 9-2, Atlanta, Las Vegas, Dallas, all 7-3. You got New York at 7-4. You got the Golden State. I guess that's a Golden State, right?
Yeah, Golden State Valkyries.
Yeah, they're 6-5 along with Toronto. Then Indiana running up the number 8 spot at 5-5. So
Okay. Hey, guess what? I was gonna tell you, I forgot. You reminded me when you talked about the links. Caitlin Clark, one of her rookie records she set got broke. Olivia
got
Miles set the 3-point record with 8 3-pointers in a game for a rookie. She
sweet.
she did that. Olivia Miles is actually she's the number 2. She was number 2, but she will be rookie of the year. She should have been the number 1. Well, Dallas didn't need a point guard, so Dallas wouldn't have drafted her, but Dallas drafted AZ Fudd as a guard. Dallas did not need a guard at all.
Yeah.
They did that for Paige's sake. I don't care what Paige said, talking about she earned it. She did not earn it. She shouldn't even be in the running for rookie of the year. And if she is in the running for rookie of the year, she's about 4th or 5th because there's several rookies that's doing way better than her, but nobody has. Olivia Miles has this. She's going to run away with it.
So no, anymore else? Any other drama in the women's NBA?
No, because I figured you would hear drama about Dejanay, but I think Dejanay Carrington's still not playing. I know at the start of the season she was hurt. She is on the Chicago Sky, and the way they're sucking it up, I do not think Dejanay is playing. So I don't know
Gotcha.
how long she will be out. Angel Reese is having a good experience. She got traded. She's on the Dream. They're currently doing good. They will be a playoff team. So Angel Reese this year, assuming nothing goes bad and everything stays on track, she will make the playoffs for the first time in her career. Because in the first 2 years, she didn't do nothing with Chicago.
Well, I mean, she didn't have no help, and she's more of a defensive player anyway.
Yeah,
They
she's
act like she's a Caitlin Clark, but nah, she's Caitlin Clark's a scorer. Caitlin Clark's not really a defensive player, but well, yeah, she does decent. I mean, stealing the ball, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
mm-hmm.
Um, we'll get through this episode maybe pretty quick. Maybe I don't know. We'll get on
Yeah,
some
because
baseball here in Major League Baseball going on. There's only one game showing that I can tell right now in progress. It's at they've played 2 innings in Chicago. As you got the Giants 1, the Cubs 0. We had the Braves beating the Pirates today 3-2. Yankees over the Red Sox 6-1. Phillies over the White Sox 9-5. The Blue Jays over the Orioles 6-4. Tigers over the Mariners 5-4. Marlins over the Rays 4-1. Athletics over the Astros 5-0. The Royals over the Twins 6-5. The Cardinals over the Reds 5-3. Rangers over Guardians 10-0. The
damn.
Brewers, yeah. The Brewers over the Rockies 12-4. Diamondbacks over the Nationals 5-1. And the Angels, man, they lit up the Dodgers 13-5.
Ooh.
And the Mets beat the Padres 7-3. And we'll run down some standings here in Major League Baseball. You got the Tampa Bay and the Yanks are still knotted up at the top of the American League East. The Rays are 37-25, and the Yanks are 38-26. Cleveland is got a 2-game lead on the White Sox in the Central. Cleveland's 37-30, and the White Sox 34-31. Out west in the American League, you got the Seattle Mariners. They got they're leading that division 34-32, and they got a game and a half on the Texans, who's got a losing record at 32-33.
Right, dang.
All right, my Braves are still looking pretty good in the National League East. They're 45-21, got a 9.5 game lead on the Phillies, who are 35-30. In the Central, you got the Brewers, you got a 5-game lead on the Cardinals. And then out west, LA has got a 7.5 game lead on the Arizona Diamondbacks, but Padres are a half a game back. You got to remember, Padres was leading this division for a while. Then they was in second. Now they done fell to third. And if they keep doing this, they're going to landslide to the back. Well, I don't know about the back because San Francisco's in the third spot. They're 15.5 games back. So San Diego's treading the wrong way. Let's just say that.
Right.
Let's see here. Why not? Let's see who's leading in home runs right now.
Cool beans. And then I got some baseball news from you. It's part of the rumor mill, but I got it on a good source. It wasn't Instagram.
All right, your home run leader right now is Schwarber from the Phillies, and then the second he's got 23 home runs, and then Alvarez for Houston has 22. That's their top 2 right now. And your hits, Lopez for Miami's got 86. Alvarez for the Giants has 79. Let's see here. I think that's where's the runs batted in at? Come on now. There they are. Runs batted in right there. Pages for L.A. Dodgers has 53 runs batted in. Abrams from Washington 49. Alvarez has got 48 for Houston. Olsen for the Braves has got 47, and then Walker for St. Louis has 47. That's a rundown with that. So what's the rumor mill you talking about now?
This one comes from Jason Whitlock. Now, so I would kind of say this one has more truth to it.
For
Jason
baseball?
Whitlock, yeah, oh yeah, it transgresses a couple of sports. All right, Jason Whitlock heard from a reliable source that he was talking to Michael Thompson, Clay Thompson's daddy. He played for the Lakers. I think he has 2 championships with the Lakers. But anyway, that's just, I'm just name dropping right there. But Michael Thompson was telling Jason Whitlock that, okay, well, the owner of the Dodgers bought the Lakers, right?
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay. But the Lakers also owns the LA Sparks. All that. So the Dodgers owner owns the Lakers and he owns the LA Sparks. They are the ones that's in the running for trying to get Caitlin Clark traded. They're trying to get Caitlin Clark out of Indiana and get her to LA Sparks.
Well, you know who also is part owner of the Dodgers, right?
Who?
Magic Johnson.
Oh, okay. Magic's got part of it.
Yeah,
okay.
He's got part ownership of the Dodgers.
I remember he used to own part of the Lakers, but he sold out because he wasn't getting along with Kurt Rambis. Jenny Buss was taking a lot of advice from Kurt Rambis, so he sold his shares.
So, talking about baseball, how about those Mountaineers?
I know. I put the title since it was the first time WVU gets to go to College World Series.
They're in the College World Series. They're playing some good ball, but you know what? WVU never gets no love, zero love. It don't matter who it is, what sport it is. I was in there watching waiting for the games. They had a bunch of games on weather delay, I guess lightning or whatever. They showed every game today that was played and talked about some games yesterday, but they didn't show no highlights of the Mountaineers. They just showed them advancing. They advanced to the. They always do that.
But here's the thing. This could bring some change. If WVU can mess around and pull this out, this would be like their first the first program over there, because football is never got a chance to get. They've had bowl games, but they never had a national title. Basketball,
they've been in a national title, but they lost. They
lost. Oh, they were. I never did.
Yeah, they lost to Notre Dame. Yeah, Major Harris. West Virginia was Major Harris. They played Notre Dame in the championship, and Notre Dame beat them. That's when Notre Dame had Lou Holtz. That was in 88, I think it was.
Yeah, West Virginia.
89, 88. And then West Virginia blew it in 07 when they lost to Pitt. They blew it in 07. That was Rodriguez's last year, his first stint. But they play Troy. I think it starts Friday, maybe. They play Troy. I think West Virginia, if they keep hitting the ball like they are, I think they'll beat Troy. And then they would have the winner between North Carolina and I forgot who they're playing. So right now going on, you got 3 games going on. You got Alabama and St. John's, who is delayed again for a second time, or if they now came back, one of the two. Alabama 7, St. John's 2. It's delayed in the top of the 8th. I think this is their second delay, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, though. And Kansas and Oklahoma's playing. It's in the bottom of the second. Kansas 1, Oklahoma 6. Oklahoma wins that game today. They move on. If Alabama wins today, they move on. You got Texas playing Oregon right now. It's on the bottom of the first. Texas 2, Oregon nothing. Texas leads that series. So if Texas wins this, they move on to the College League World Series. Georgia beat Mississippi today in 10, so they move on. And North Carolina today beat USC, and they move on as well. So let's see here what we got going on here. Let's see if it shows. It should start showing. Yeah, no, I don't know why this ain't updated for, but it ain't. But the games will start for College World Series Friday.
Oh, well, cool beans.
All right, now let's see what we got going on here. Let's check out some. No, not that. We done been there. Let's see what's going on in the college football world.
Okay.
Probably nothing much. Nah, not really. Nothing really to talk about.
Okay.
Well, we'll just move on to the NFL. We got some stuff to talk about because I think AJ Brown was traded after our last podcast, right?
Yeah, he
That
is
was
now a Patriot.
He's a Patriot. I don't know how that's going to help the Patriots, but anyway, I've never been a big fan of him. Even with my fantasy leagues, I'd try not to draft him, and
Right.
which I don't have to worry about that because most people draft him high anyway, and I don't know why. He's not a good fantasy pick when it comes to fantasy points. But another news too as well. Was it last weekend? When did Rashid Rice? He's in jail.
That's about 2 weekends ago.
Yeah, did we talk about that?
Yeah, we did talk about because we was making I don't know, we might have made them jokes off air, but I know on air we did.
I said earlier, there goes the Chiefs. They ain't winning the division now.
Yeah.
So I did see where Patrick Mahomes was in OTAs. He was running, scrambling, throwing the ball. He's got a brace, wearing a brace. So
Okay.
Providing any setback, I say he'll be starting week 1. But once again, they did not beef up the line, so we'll see what happens.
Of course they did.
And the biggest move. And I think this happened during the week as well. This was after our last podcast. Miles
Garrett, yeah, because
Miles Garrett.
I forgot about that trade.
Miles Garrett went to the Rams, and I'm going to tell you this right now: providing no injuries to the Rams, they will win that division. They're going to win that division, and they're going to win that division because
I can give them winning the division. I thought you was going to say they're going to win the Super Bowl. I say no.
They'll go to the Super Bowl.
I don't even think they'll go
because
they're going
to have. Look what they did without a defense last year. Okay,
I know,
and
but
then
remember them. Remember in the past, some teams they overload, they overdo it, then they make the playoffs and they lose the first doggone game.
What do I preach? I preach every time. What wins championships?
Defense.
And you can never go wrong. You can go wrong overloading an offense, but you can never go wrong overloading a defense. Okay. And did you also see who said he'd probably come back out of retirement?
Oh, we're talking about Aaron Donald?
Donald, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll be calling him up. All right, you want to come off the bench? Could be a backup. I mean, all right, that defense is stacked. Okay, you ain't going to be able to run on them now,
right?
And it's going to be tough scoring because I mean, They got some of the best corners in the league now. It's going to be pretty tough. I mean, they're going to
It
be tough.
is.
So they will win the West unless injury bug hits them. Okay.
True, yeah.
They're
Unless
loaded on the
injury bug.
offensive side. They're loaded on the offensive side. So, but you're still going to have three teams, which, three teams coming out of there. You're going to have Seattle, definitely Seattle and the Rams coming out, and should be the 49ers maybe. So we'll
Right.
see what
I
happens.
think Seattle's gonna have a bust year. It's gonna be like they're still gonna be in the running, but I see them having a lot of close games. I see them probably losing a lot of close games.
Did they get rid of their defense?
Less than 7.
Did they get rid of that defense?
Oh yeah, most of their defensive players left. I know they lost a corner and they lost a safety.
And we'll see what happens.
They lost a running back, but that's about all. But he wasn't the chief running back anyway. He's just the guy that came in to fill in for who was their main running back because he got hurt.
Let's see here. I think it ain't much more. And here, man. All right. The Packers. You ready for this?
Okay. What they do?
They pulled a Cowboys move.
Uh-oh.
Receiver Christian Watson, okay?
Uh-huh.
I think it's Christian Watson. Ain't his name?
That's the fast dude, yeah. I know who that is. That's they burner.
All right. Well, he's been hurt. He's been hurt for the last 2 years. And they just gave him $110 million deal.
Ooh, buddy. Yeah, that's how yep.
That's the Cowboy move there.
Yep.
The last 2 years he has been hurt. He hasn't put much production up the last 2 years, and you give the man $110 million.
He actually,
and he's really not. I mean, they really have not. They don't have a true number one since Devontae Adams left.
Right.
Packers
well, he's not really a number one guy. He's like when the Cowboys a long time ago, when they making them Super Bowl runs, Michael Irvin was your main guy, but your speedster, Alvin Harper, was on the other side. He was the one that like Troy Aikman throw him the ball and he would take it 80 yards to the house like just like that because he could dust. But your main workhorse was Michael Irvin. But that's all Watson is. He's the speedster. He can burn a lot of cornerbacks. He just, getting the ball to him and him staying actually healthy is the problem. But that good 110 would be good if they get a sign and trade because I think that in a where he's at, he would probably benefit being in Buffalo with Josh Allen. And the reason why I say that, because like I said, he's not a workhorse. And Josh Allen could bring him in on third downs, and he's a speedster. He's going to burn that cornerback. Josh Allen can throw that ball, so Josh Allen can get that ball to him. A lot of the times with Jordan Love is not a bad quarterback, but when Christian Watson would break it, it's just like he would outrun the ball. Mm-hmm. He couldn't get but Josh Allen can get him that ball. So I think that would have been a good sign and trade deal. Send him somewhere to like Buffalo to where he'd be a third option. Even Lamar Jackson can throw the ball far, but Lamar Jackson don't like to throw.
He don't.
He's like, nobody's open, let me run. He likes to run it.
That's it.
So it's like, even giving him to Baltimore, that would be a way. Oh, did we talk about Baltimore? Zay Flowers left.
Did he?
He's not. Let me look that up. I remember in the rumor mill, he was leaving. So let me see. Okay, this one. Okay, I just went to another site. ESPN says he's still with the Ravens. But the site I was on before ESPN, they had his stats for the Ravens, but had him down to, they left him off at 2025, and 2026 is blank. They don't have him down for a team, but they still got him as ESPN says he's still part of the Ravens.
Gotcha.
So maybe they're trying to deal him. But this would be his 4th year, so he would still be on the rookie contract. So he would still be there. But I guess they're trying to deal him.
Well, it says here also the Bears are inching even closer to moving to Indiana.
Oh, yeah. I forgot what city was in it. It was like Hammond or something. Hammond, Indiana.
It's close to the line.
I forget what the name of the city was, but that was just a rumor mill site for me. It wasn't Instagram, but it was another rumor mill that I get. But they are talking about something that pretty much is a done deal. I don't know why the city of Chicago just doesn't say, you know what, you want a new stadium? Let's do it. Because they got to realize the Bears bring in a lot of city dollars, especially for when all them years they were sucking. And Soldier Field has been around since the 40s or the 50s. I don't know when. I mean, they've done some remodels, but that ain't a new stadium. It's still, sorry, old Soldier Field. It's still that old, I bet you them bleachers, probably when you sit in them bleachers in them stands, your butt hurts. After so many hours being in them stands, your butt is going to hurt. And then it's up north too, where it get cold. We play football during the winter. Yeah. Your butt is going to hurt.
They ain't broke ground yet for the Chiefs' new stadium. They're still choosing a design. Now, this is what I don't like. Get this.
Okay.
They're going with a dome.
A dome? Are they stupid? Don't you know how bad the weather has helped them out?
Yes. So they're going with a dome. It's going to be $3 billion. But it will be ready for the 2031 season opener. So they got 5 years to work on it, so they don't have to rush it.
I tell you what, they'll be open for the 2031 season, right?
Yeah.
They're going to get in that dome. They're going to have, if they have bad times in that dome, which the contract probably goes to 2036, which gives the state of Kansas City to say, hey, look, we learned our lesson. Well, probably bring them back.
Here's the thing. Mahomes is pretty much going to be gone then, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Because what is he? He's been in the league, 9 years now? 9. So he's
about that.
So he came in the league. Let's see.
I want to say he came in 2000.
So he's early 30s. He came in
2016. I think he's got in the league.
By the time, and Mahomes will be gone by the time they open that bad boy up. All right. You got anything else?
I got nothing.
All right. This is going to be a short one, I guess. Like I always say at the end of each episode, if you're thinking about harming and hurting yourself, dial. Who's got a birthday?
That's the wrong thing.
Who's got a birthday?
That was the wrong thing. I meant to put 988 up there.
Dial 988, dial 1. That's the crisis line. Or dial 1-800-273-8255, 1-800-273-8255, dial 1. But the quickest way is dial 988.
Yep, that's the national number.
You got anything else?
I got nothing else.
All right. Well, this is it. It's a short one. We'll be back on the air next week, which will probably be another short one because we're getting down to everything. Nitty-gritty.
We got Stanley Cup, so that's pretty much the end of that. NBA Finals. That's
We'll
pretty
do the
much the
end.
end of that.
Yeah.
Football ain't going on now, and the preseason don't start till August.
Yeah.
So
We
college
can
football don't start till August, the end of August, beginning of September. So we really don't have anything.
we could well, it's up to you. Didn't we take off the month of July last summer?
We? I thought we
Yeah.
went every 2 weeks instead of doing it.
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Yeah, we'll
But
do
yeah,
something.
let's go ahead and we can probably take off July because we don't have anything going on July. July women's basketball will be the only sport really going on.
Yeah.
Baseball will still be going on, but they pay 160 games. So
I
what?
think last year what we did, we didn't do no lives, and we did a few audios during that
Yeah.
time. Is what we did. So
Yeah, I think that'll be perfect and in store and doing just exactly what we did last year. We'll do that for July. But right now, this the first week of June. We got this weekend coming up. It'll be another regular weekend, and I think the weekend after that is Father's Day.
yeah.
Because I know it's the 21st, but that's not next weekend, but the weekend after that.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay, cool beans.
All right. Well, y'all have a good one. Stay safe, and we'll see you next Sunday at 9:00.
All righty. Y'all take care.
Take care, man.